to my channel. So today I have a really good video for you guys today. Today I am going to show you guys how to cook the copycat version of the Cinnabons cinnamon rolls. When I say absolutely amazing, and with Thanksgiving like right around the corner, like this is a good idea for breakfast. This is a good idea for like maybe the Thanksgiving brunch you may have. Whatever, it's good for anything. So with this recipe, because it is so many ingredients and like different steps in it, I am gonna put everything in the description box down below for you guys to go check out. But right now we're about to jump into this video, so let's get it started. To start off, you're gonna need 1 pack of yeast. You can use the instant yeast, that's what I'm using, or you can use the instant dry yeast, which if you use the instant dry yeast, it has to be blown, but you're gonna need a cup of milk, and the milk needs to be lukewarm. The milk needs to be at least between 105 and 110. So I am at 105, which is a good temperature. So what you want to do is pour your milk in. And you want to pour your yeast. Now before even moving on to another step, you want to make sure your yeast is good. So what we're going to do, we're going to let this sit for about 5 minutes. It's already foaming up, so you know our yeast is good. You see how it's darker in here and lighter on the outside? That lets me know that my yeast is good. So that means we're going to have some good dough here. So we're going to set this aside and move on. So it's 3 parts to this recipe: the yeast, the filling, and the frosting. So because it's so many ingredients and so many steps, I'm just gonna tell you guys what I'm doing, but I will put all the measurements for everything down below in the description box. But what I have here is my flour. So you want to mix sugar, unsalted butter, salt, eggs, and flour. You want to mix it all together. Once that has mixed really well, you turn it off. You want to get your bread hook, attach it on, get your milk and yeast mixture, and you want to add it in there. And you want to mix this very, 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 very well. Our dough has mixed very well. So you can pull your bread hook out, take the dough out of the baking dish, out of the mixer. Might have to work it up. Once you get your dough out of your mixer, you just want to make a ball. Get you a glass pan and make a ball. Now it's two ways. This have to sit for an hour. You want this to rise. You want this to double in size. So it's two ways you can do this. You can grease a pan and put it in a pan. Put the oven on 200. Let it get to 200. Once it reaches 200 degrees, turn the oven off and just keep it in there. Keep the oven door closed and let it rise that way. Or you can get a pan, grease the pan, put a, wrap it up and just sit it out until it doubles in size. Sometimes it takes an hour. The time, it varies. It all depends. It just needs to be in a warm place. So for the filling, you need 1 cup of packed brown sugar, 1/3 cup of butter, and 3 tablespoons of cinnamon. So you want to mix the cinnamon and sugar really good. My dough has risen. I'm super excited. It has doubled in size. I set my oven to 200. Once it got 200, I turned it off. I put the clear wrap on it and I just placed it in the oven and I let mine stay for about 2 hours to ensure that it has risen. So it's risen like double the size. That's exactly what you want. So now we're gonna take this, move this aside, and you want to take you some flour and you just want to lightly sprinkle it on a clean surface. might need a little more. This is just so that your dough will not stick. Next, you want to take your dough out of the pan. And put it right onto the surface. It's so nice and warm and gooey. And with that, you get your rolling pin. You can just roll you some dough on your rolling pin. And you want to roll your dough out. So you want it about 12 inches wide, and you want it about 1/4 of an inch thick. It don't have to be perfect. It don't. Okay, so that's good enough. Next, your butter that you had when you was mixing your sugar, the 1/4 cup of butter, you just want to melt it slightly, and you want to spread it on the dough. Now you want to take your cinnamon and your sugar, brown sugar, and you want to spread it over the dough on top of the butter. Okay, when I tell you this smells good, this smells good, y'all. Okay, so what I normally do is just take my hand and maybe just try to fill it in, but not pressing too hard into the dough. And I'll just make sure all my dough is covered. All of this goodness, you guys, this goodness. Okay. Now you want to roll your dough. So I'm gonna start at this end because it's a little bit easier for me. But you want to start from the side and you want to roll it. It's really soft. Oh my goodness. These cannot get done fast enough. You hear me? And you want to just keep on rolling it until you get to the end. Just take your time, don't rush. Be gentle with it because you do not want to rip your dough. You got to treat it like a newborn baby. Give it a little TLC. Then after you do that, I'm gonna try to lay it out like that. It should be rolled up nice and pretty. Might have a little brown sugar come out the sides, but it's okay. Next, you want to take you some dental floss here. And you want to roll like a good amount off, which I'm at the end, so I got to work with what I got. But I got another suggestion for you. If you don't have that, you can use one of these thingamajiggies if you have it. But what I'm going to do is, you want to cut them about an inch and a half thick. So I'm starting from this end, which y'all can't see on camera, but I'm back here. Cut them right through them with the dental floss. Okay, now what I normally do is I take this thingamajiggy and I go in between each one of my cuts just to make sure I cut the dough all the way through. I'm telling, this dough is oozy goozy good. All right, now you need your baking pan. I have this on. You want to make sure you spray it. I sprayed it. It may not look like it, but I promise I sprayed it. And you want to take these nice, look at that goodness. Look at that goodness, y'all. You're gonna take it and you're gonna lay it right over in this pan. Oh my goodness, I just can take a bite. Be gentle. Remember, we're dealing with cinnamon rolls. You gotta treat it like it's a baby. You gotta be gentle with it. It's delicate. I'm gonna have to cut this one again. Let's see. There we go. And the last little one. So I'm gonna put the little ones on the inside and put these bigger ones on the outside. I mean, you don't have to. This is just my doing. Like that. It's what we got. Now, all I'm gonna do is place clear wrap over this, put it in my oven. I preheated the oven at 200 like I did before. Glad it got 200 degrees. I turned the oven off and I'm just gonna place some plastic wrap over this. I'm gonna place it back in the oven and I'm gonna let these rise a little bit more and then we'll be ready to cook them. Our cinnamon rolls has set for 30 minutes. Look at that. Oh my God. They look amazing. So with that being said, I am going to put my oven on 350 and I want them to bake for 20 minutes or until they are golden brown. Time may vary because, you know, they're not cut perfect. Yours may not be cut like mine's cut, so time varies. But I'm gonna start off with 20 minutes and we are going to move on to our icing, so when they come out we can put the icing on them. For the icing, you're gonna need 6 tablespoons of unsalted butter, a cup and a half of powdered sugar, 1/4 cup of cream cheese, room temperature. You also want your butter room temperature, softened, a 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla flavor, and 1/8 pinch of salt. With that being said, you want to add all of those ingredients together and you're going to come up with your cream cheese icing. So put my salt in there, add my butter, vanilla. When I tell you my kitchen smells amazing, it smells absolutely amazing. And you want to mix this together. Look at these babies right here, honey. Look at that. I got that little light golden brown to it. Oh my goodness. It's two things they missing. Icing and my tummy. So with your icing, you're just gonna take it and spread it on top. Now with these cinnamon rolls, they are good for morning breakfast, cinnamon roll, a cup of coffee, a late night snack, a midday snack, anytime snack. So because our cinnamon rolls are still warm, the icing is going to melt. And when honey, let me tell you something, I be grubbing behind the scenes, y'all, cause soon this camera go off, I'm gonna have me a plate, a glass of milk, and I'm gonna be balled up on my couch. No shame in my game. Look at that goodness, y'all. Goodness, pure goodness. Take one out for you guys. This pan is still very warm. Oh my goodness. They falling apart. Look at that. Look at the inside of that. Yes. Slide this over to the side. Put it right here on this plate. I'm gonna cut this for you guys. Look, the knife just go right into it. Oozy goodness. Look at that. And that's a cinnamon roll. Now for this taste test, what I've been waiting for. Oh my goodness, so soft and moist. Look how it's just falling apart. I hate to tease y'all. Oh my goodness. You ain't even gotta chew this. It melted in your mouth, literally. Yes, honey. I hope you guys enjoyed this video of my copycat cinnamon bun recipe. This is a must try. This one go down in the book, you guys. With that being said, you can top it off with pecans or caramel if you like. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Until the next time, until the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.